So we've got a 12-volt pump right here, pulling from the tank sources through the blend manifold and out going to this 200-foot of Curatech soft wash hose on a Titan reel. We only use Titan reels. Our soft wash wand here, perfect, works great, love it, been doing it for years. This is how we love to soft wash.
If you're thinking about starting a pressure washing business, but you want to learn more about the equipment, mixing chemicals, how to clean every surface on a residential job site, property protection, and much, much more, check out the How to Wash course. It'll be the first link in the comment section and the description.
Hey guys, Cody with Southeast Soft Wash. Really excited to bring you this video. This is about a year in the making, and we're launching a new product. Actually, this is going to be our flagship for the company going forward. New series of skids, and this is called the AlumiMAX series, and this one in particular being our AlumiMAX PRO. So I'm gonna walk around this thing with you, let you see the ins and outs of what exactly we've done here. Like I say, it's took a long time to get this done and to get it done right. So let's start on this side of the truck, passenger side. Right here, this is really common for us. We like to do this, we call it a feed reel. All right, so what it's doing, the name kind of tells you, 100 feet of 5/8 heavy duty Goodyear rubber hose. And what you'll do when you get to the job site is just pull off, connect to the customer spigot, and cut it on, and you'll be supplying your skid with fresh water. Now, water is going straight through this clear hose here into the 100-gallon water tanks in the rear of the truck, or in the rear of the skid up here by the cab. There's a Hudson valve in there, so it automatically shuts off once it's filled, and that gives you 100 gallons of water for blending and also for pressure washing, which we'll get to that in just a minute. So now we have a tank-fed pressure washer here on this skid. Moving over from the feed hose, we've got the next thing you'll see is our blend manifold. Come in here and take a look down into the truck bed. Blend manifold has a few changes made to it. Obviously down here at the bottom, the big change is going to be the deletion of the banjo fittings that comprise these bottom components. So those are all gone. And now what we've got is a milled out piece of aluminum block. So that supports the manifold. It gives us a good mounting point, and it also eliminates a few 90s, allows a little bit better flow. That aluminum is corrosion proof basically, and it's going to last a little bit longer, be a little more rigid than the banjo fittings. Nothing wrong with the standard blend manifold, nothing wrong with that at all, but with the looks of the aluminum, I like the looks of this on here. It just looks a little bit better, and it works great too. So this is controlling our soft wash pump for this side of the skid. Now, all of our skids are pretty much what we call dual capable or dual blend skids. So we've got two independent soft wash systems. We're just gonna look at the one on this side because everything on the other side is identical. So we've got a 12-volt pump right here, pulling from the tank sources through the blend manifold and out going to this 200-foot of Curatech soft wash hose on a Titan reel. We only use Titan reels. Our soft wash wand here, perfect, works great, love it, been doing it for years. This is how we love to soft wash. And moving on down, we've got controls right here, switches. This switch for this pump, it's still primed, so it's not cutting on. We'll release a little pressure, spray the back of my truck with water, but that switch operates that one. This switch will operate the pump on the other side. Now you'll notice another little switch here. Can you see that in frame? Mm-hmm. What does that switch do? Well, I'm glad you asked. We added a few little touches here, LED lights. You wouldn't really notice them because they're basically seamless, but we've got a light bar here and on the opposite side. Really, really pops at nighttime when it's dark. It's not overkill, it's not a whole bunch of lighting, but it's just a nice accent light. If you're working late in the evening, this will give you enough light to see what's going on down in here, rolling up hoses as it's kind of getting dark in the evenings. So very nice, love that, really, really like it. This blank space here will be occupied by a gas can holder, an aluminum box that'll hold one, I think about a 3-gallon gas can, just as a reserve fuel source. So we're gonna make use of this dead space here. That is on its way, so it's not here yet. Tell you what, let's do, and we'll drop the tailgate and look on the back side here. I love that feature on these Ford trucks. We've got our control box. Now this houses our battery charger and our batteries and the wiring for the systems. So we've got our 2 deep cycle batteries. Our charger is up inside there. I've still got to mount the charge port on this thing, so I'll probably do that tomorrow, and that'll be here on the side. So when you get home at the end of the day from working, you'll just dock an extension cord and it'll start charging itself. That's just like all of our other equipment does the same thing. So in there, your battery sources, all the wiring's done really nice and clean. Right up top here on this shelf, we've got our 5.5 gallon a minute belt drive Honda pressure washer. And I believe those are Comet pumps on these. Now you'll see this 1-inch line, that's coming from that 100-gallon water source in the back. Those two tanks are Siamese together to give us that total of 100 gallons. And we did that with an 1.5-inch line. So it keeps up with the pressure washer beautifully. You run in the pressure washer and the tanks drop uniformly. And really this is overkill. You don't really need a 1-inch line for a 5.5, but more is always better when you're feeding a pressure washer. So 1-inch plumbed up line, really nice. Now I timed this one today. I filled my tanks, I disconnected from the spigot, and I was independent from any incoming water, and I ran this pressure washer for about 12 minutes with a wand, a surface cleaner, playing around with the ball valve just to see roughly how much standoff time do I have that I can. Let's say you need to pressure wash something where there's no water. Well, you've got a little bit of time that you could play with, get some work done without having to be backfilling your tanks, which normally, typically, that's what you're gonna do, is you're gonna be backfilling the whole time that you're power washing. But it is nice to have that ability in case there's a scenario where you don't have that ability to backfill. You'll see that we've added some supports here, and there's another one back there, structural supports, some tubing, square tubing that goes down to support the weight of that. Now the good thing about these belt drives, they run so smoothly, there's really no vibration at all. I'll crank this thing up and let you guys see it. I like this a lot because with the tailgate up, everything is very easy to reach. Throttle, choke, fuel, everything is right here. Electric start makes it nice. You don't have to reach up and pull any cords. Very, very accessible. And then we've also got our 16-gallon soap surfactant tank right there. Easy to get to. Take the lid off, pour your soap in there, and then fill it up. So extremely user-friendly. Nothing's kind of bungly and out of the way and hard to reach. Very nice. Moving around to this side, another 12-volt system over here, identical. So you'll have two soft wash capabilities. Really, you could run 3 guys off of this skid. You could have someone soft washing, another person soft washing over there, say doing a roof, doing a house, and then pressure washing as well. So very nice. I like this. This is your oil drain port, so it's easy to change out your oil. Very heavy duty brackets mounted on here. Very nice. Here we've got our 200-foot of high pressure hose with a high pressure ball valve that's going to come standard on these. We always include that stuff on all of our builds on a Titan reel, pre-plumbed up, ready to go. Does have a bypass line into the tank, so when you shut off the ball valve, it goes into bypass mode and dumps that water back into the water tank, so you don't have to worry about overheating your pump. You can let it run till it runs out of fuel, and it's not going to damage anything at all. So this model right here is going to be ready to go basically in the next few weeks. We've got 4 more blank frames already built, and we can build those out. So Emily's, I think, she's holding the camera, gonna try to get this on the website tomorrow. We're gonna do some photos and embed this video right there probably as well. So if you guys are interested, if you'd like to order an AlumiMAX Southeast Soft Wash Skid, AlumiMAX Pro, give us a call. The pricing on this is gonna be around $15,500. We can do an aluminum ladder rack. They're working on that as well. So the aluminum ladder rack would go on just like our old style ladder racks. That will be an additional cost. The surface cleaner would be an additional cost. Not a whole lot though. So give us a call, 334-863-0084. If you're interested in purchasing one, get with us. That lady right there will probably answer the phone, or Jonathan, our sales guy, can talk you through the process. We'd love to get you into one of these really nice skids. I'm telling you, I'm in love with this thing. I'm not gonna sell this one because this is mine. I'm keeping this one. Just there's so many little things that we've changed here, that the lights, for example, I'll let you go. I know I'm going long in this video. The pumps, if you'll notice how we've mounted the pumps now, we have a stud coming through the backside, and so this pump is just sitting on those bolts. I bent those bolts up just a fuzz. It's rock solid, extremely solid on there, but when you need to change this pump out, when the pump bites the dust, very easy, you just pull the pump off of those bolts and reinsert your new one. One quick, easy motion. So very user-friendly. I love it. Excited to get into building these, and hope you guys like it as much as I do. We'll check in with you guys later. Thanks for watching.